let's go over some Heihachi changes. Alright, so starting from the top of the patch notes, we have during Rage Art 1 back to 1+2. So it's just a new way to do his Rage Art. So it makes other combos possible, like maybe this. So it's an easy way for Heihachi to land his combos because usually his back two is too slow to combo into some of his juggles. And then the one is much easier. His back two into 1+2 is still there. It's just now there's an extra way to do his Rage Art, which is really cool. So that's a really good buff. One, hitbox expanded downward. So every time I see a hitbox expanded downward, I thought it was for unintentional high crushes, but I think it's for the wall, where usually maybe it wouldn't hit the opponent because they're sliding down, but maybe it's because of that, so that you have more timing to hit them for wall combos. So, you know, but any buff is better than none. Alright, next one. 1, back to 1. So, we turn off Rage. So now, this is -15 instead of -27. So it's still punishable, but just not as punishable. Launch punishable because it's -15. Recovery decreased by 12 on hit. Okay, that's the same as the above note. Opponent reaction when hit while down was changed. So let's see. And hitbox expanded downward. So this move right here, which is a part of back 1, back 2, 1 is the same move. So the properties of that and crouch dash 1 is pretty much the same changes. So let's kind of talk about that. So let's see. So for example, you do this combo here, back 1. So now it flips them down. So you know, with their head towards you, that's better Oki for you as the player. And then now this can be used as a combo too. So as you can just see, that combo I just did, it was much better than Heihachi's usual BNB at the wall. Alright, let's see, 1+2, hitbox expanded downward. Okay, so that's probably just to make it easier to land your wall combos. So you have more time to do it, in case you have to, you know, run up and hit them. Alright, what do we got? Forward 1+2, recovery decreased by 3 frames on hit. So now you have more time to do other moves. Usually if you hit forward 1+2, you have time to do his death fist or down 3 stomp. So now with extra 3 frames, we could do something else. I don't know what that something else is. Let me test this at the wall. Maybe he can do. Maybe he could do his rage drive. Oh, actually no, it's too close. Okay, so it hits, back 2 hits, but then it doesn't combo. Maybe his crouch dash 1 instant. So whatever it is, there's some potential to it, so that's good. Let's see, what do we got? Forward 3+4. So forward 3+4 can now transition to sidestep. Oh, that's pretty fucking awesome. So you could do. That's pretty awesome. So during sidestep, so some mix-up potential. Alright, next we have down forward 1-2. So the damage increased from 21 to 24 on the second hit. That's a good buff because it's down forward 1-2 is a good, I forgot how fast it is, but probably 12 frame punish, 13 frame punish. So 34 damage by itself, that's really good. So let's see what else we got. Back to causes wall bounce on hit and counter hit. Okay, so back to. Okay, that's a good buff. Now that also means the knockback of this changes. So Now this combo is possible. So I think that's a really good buff, other than just being a wall bounce combo, because his back two is also part of his strings. So I think that's like a unintentional good buff for combo wise. Forward, let's see. Forward, a 4-3-4. Back two. Alright, a 4-3-4. So now this is +3 on block. A hitbox expanded downward, so maybe it went over certain opponents, and now it might not go over them as much. And the homing has been increased. Alright, so overall, just nothing but good buffs for this move. What else we got? 4-4-3. Startup change from 20 to 19 frames. So it's 1 frame faster. Opponent is further away on hit. Let's see if I hit him at the tip. Okay, so you might not follow up as easily. Let me try this from max range. No, you can still follow it with down 3. Let's see. So that opponent further away on hit, that's not much of a nerf. Opponent reaction when hit while down was changed. Alright, let's see what that is. Opponent status is down, facing up. Opponent reaction when hit while down was changed. Maybe face down. What? Can't even hit them on the ground anyways. Oh, maybe it used to hit them on the ground and now it can't. So maybe that's it. And homing has been decreased. So this move has been nerfed a little bit. Well, nerfed and a little buff, I guess. It's faster, but then the farther away, maybe it doesn't OTG anymore, and homing has been decreased. Okay, that's not too big of a deal because Heihachi doesn't get much out of this move anyways. I mean, out of the stomp. So I personally didn't use it that much. What do we got? So forward, crouch dash 1 changed from 30 to 35. Oh, actually, I think it's talking about the instant version. I can't do the instant version. I don't have the execution for that. So -9 to -10. So now it's jab punishable. However, opponent reaction when hit on the ground, hit while down was changed. So I showed that earlier. If you hit them when they're on the ground, they flip over. Let's see. What else we got? Electric, Wing God Fist. So that got buffed because of the homing. The homing has been increased. It's still sidesteppable though. So I don't know how much better it is, but maybe it'll hit more, a little bit more better. What do we got? Crouch dash 3. Okay, opponent reaction on hit was changed. Okay, so I think this used to sweep them down the same way, but right in front of you. So it looks like they get pushed further away for it, so you can't follow up with as much. I mean, that's not too big of a deal. Nobody really uses this move, so I don't think this nerf is that big of a deal. Actually, let me see if... No, it wouldn't wall splat. Okay, how about this? We got 4-4. We got crouch dash 4-4-1. So that move, now it's -12 to -15. So now it's punishable, launch punishable. And same thing with crouch dash 4-4-1. So same thing, because it's just one more sweep. That's whatever, because nobody does the whole thing. I mean, the hell sweep is not even true unless it's counter hit anyways. So it's gonna be punishable no matter what. So, and that's like a meaningless nerf because you wouldn't even use it in the first place. Alright, while rising 1. Recovery decreased by 3 on hit, and recovery increased by 1 frames on whiff. So on whiff, it's 1 frame more punishable, and on hit, I recover faster on hit. So I could still do Death Fist. With 3 frames extra, what can we do? Well, I don't think we can Hell Sweep. Or maybe I don't have the execution for it. Okay, let's see. This one we'll probably need to experiment more to see what else we can get. Can I do Stomp? Nah. Okay, so there's potential for more stuff we could do. I just don't know what we could do. Rage Drive? Let's try Rage Drive. Nah, we can't connect with Rage Drive. I think that would be too good. Okay, so maybe better Oki then. Raw Rising 2 causes screw on mid-air hit. Okay, I find that to be pretty interesting because when would you hit somebody when they're mid-air? Right? That looks pretty funny. Okay, so that's like a meaningless buff. It might be like a good random buff, but I don't think you're gonna hit a mid-air opponent while Rising 2. That's like a situation that will never happen, so that's whatever. Now this is a good buff. While Rising 4/4, change from -4 to 0 on hit. So after I punish high attacks using this, I don't have to be on a defensive. I could, I'm even with the opponent. So, I don't have to like back away, see what they do. I could just kind of continue my pressure if I punish with 4/4. That's really good because like, I think Call Rangs was like that, even on block. It's kind of bullshit. Okay, while crouching down forward, opponent reaction on hit was changed. So this used to just sweep them, right? Like they fell face forward, right? But now their head is turning towards us. So basically it's just better Oki if, well, closer to the wall, I guess. Okay, so that's kind of like a minor buff. So it's not really a big deal. It's not a game changer. What else we got? During sidestep 2, so damage changed from 15 to 10. So that does 5 less damage. But there's a reason for that, because the next note says during sidestep 1, 2. If you've been following Tekken and a patch note and the trailers, you would know that this crumples now. So this damage changed from 21 to 20. So both hits got nerfed, but there's this is negative 14 on block from -12. So it's a little bit more punishable. But the buff is that this is now a crumple, because this move is already a natural combo. So that's a really good buff, because now that gives Heihachi more combo options. Because this move, nobody really used this move. So now you can get a pretty sick combo. So really good buff for Heihachi. And if you combine it with his Raijin stance, you can do some pretty cool stuff. Alright, during sidestep 2-1, while enemy is down 4, so the stomp. Change from -16 to -14 on block, and -3 on hit. An opponent is closer on block. So this is kind of like a meaningless nerf, because it's better frame advantage and better frame data, but there's never a situation where you're gonna hit the opponent while they're blocking. So the change where it's -16 on block is it's not that meaningful, because you can only do this when they're on the ground. There's no way you're gonna hit them while they're standing, right? The only way that's gonna happen is if you do your combo into stomp and you do it too late, and then they stand up to block it, so they can't punish you. I guess it's not launch punishable anymore if you screw up your combo, but how could you screw up a stomp combo, right? Okay, approach enemy Down 4, 2 plus 3. Okay, so that's his command grab. So recovery of both players decreased by 3. Okay, so basically we can act faster than this. That's kind of whatever's. Actually, I feel like I'm missing something here. I think I'm missing something from his Raijin stance. There we go. So let's see. Down 4. So during Raijin stance 1, this got nerfed damage-wise from 25 to 20, and the reason is because now it crumples. So now you can get an easy combo out of it. So if you don't have the execution for your hell sweep afterwards, that's your combo. But if you do have hell sweep, this will be your combo. Well, it's the same damage, so I think I'll just do the easier one. Okay, this one's really good because his Raijin stance has a built-in parry. So let me go ahead and repeat action, moveless. So usually the punish for using your reward for getting the parry is 43 damage with Heihachi, right? There's no follow-up besides that, how it hit out of his Raijin stance when you get the parry. Now you get this instead, which leads to way more damage, and especially if you have Rage Drive. So let's see what we can get when we have Rage. That 86 damage off of a parry. So overall his buffs are really good, right? His back 2 is buffed a lot. Back 2 part of a string will give you a better wall carry. Let's see, electric is better, Raijin stance is better. You get side step out of Raijin stance into a natural crumple. So he has 2 new crumples. His best punish, or his quickest punish, got damage buffed. Let's see, everything else got buffed. Just overall really good stuff for Heihachi. So we're probably gonna see a lot more Heihachis, you know. Okay. I guess that's about it. That should cover a good amount of what his changes are, and I hope you learned something today.